Hey everybody, One Weasel here, 7:46 p.m. on Saturday, February 28th, 2015. We spent all night out here in the forest, just kind of observing what goes on around our base and kind of trying to size up this current project. The chest full of cobblestone is basically gone. We've got a few stacks we need, so I've kind of been clearing this area out of planned in this region, I guess you could say. So what I'm going to do I don't know that it works in Xbox One, but I think it might. So I'm going to assume it does. And here's the bucket. I've had that on me for a while. And we're going to let it go right there. Going to come over here to the water. Hopefully I remember to eat. Kind of scan our surroundings. We'll take a little bit of water here. And we are now going to see, hopefully this works. Now we'll test it right here. Yeah, that works. So instead of like coming in with a hoe and hacking things up, you can actually just run water over the tall grass. And that's a good way, as you can see, to maybe pick up some seeds. And you can just do that. Like I said, it keeps the grass nice and clean, or green I should say, and clean. But it also just saves you a lot of time. So kind of let it run out, take your water source back, see what you get, and just kind of repeat that multiple times. And as you see, you get occasional seeds pop up. That's what we are after. Most importantly, once we get done with it real quick here, it'll kind of like clean up the area. It also does take up flowers, so if you want to keep those handy, or have them to dye stuff with, whatever it may be, make sure you check that area. But it makes a very nice, very efficient little way of kind of clearing out tall grass. As best I remember, at least in PC, it also works with double tall grass. So there we go. Can we not get that really? Okay. Alright, so we're almost done here. Okay, I wasn't sure if my inventory had space. You can see the red flowers go. They're a little bit more easier to see when they get picked up. And I think for now that will probably be it. Let me I might actually clear out some of these trees. They're kind of a problem. I'd start a fire, but I don't want to take out all of the trees, if you follow my drift. This one's going to be a big one. It's going to take some time. This will probably be the last one I can record for now, because the hard drive is about maxed out, sadly. It's the way things go. But we did stay out all night. We had a run-in with one skelly. I intended to kill the zombies, and apparently they burned without me hearing it. I figured there was enough shade here still that it wouldn't really be an issue, and I was wrong. So, alright, back in. And that's the main thing here. I know some people are like, oh, this is boring, you should just be out there, fully enchanted in the nether, going through the fortress or something. I plan to do that stuff, but I mean, it takes a lot of time to get geared up to that point, and then what is your base, like a hole in the ground that's 2x2 every night or something. So I'm kind of doing this. It's kind of like a combination of, survival crossed with what you do in creative mode. It's just a lot more cumbersome than what you would usually see, because I'm actually taking you through the steps. I know some people like to do stuff like this off camera, and then they come back whenever they've like formed the world's ultimate farm or something. It's important to me that people realize oh, that stuff takes time, and that's why it's vanilla. There's no mods here, nothing crazy, not even a texture pack, and we're just kind of doing things the old-fashioned way. So let me see here. Kind of lost my perspective here. You know what? I should probably... I guess we'll do it later. Eventually I'm going to start collecting leaves as well. But, so we are into another tree. Oh my gosh. We're out of axes too now. So that's great. Hopefully there's somewhere I can drop down. Maybe the leaves will spleef us. There's my tower. Okay, so I guess we'll sadly have to go about it in this manner. Alright, we'll leave that there. We'll grab this stuff. It all takes time, man. That's the big deal. And a lot of people just tend to always overlook is the time that you have to invest into this. Alright. I think I am. You know what? Well, no. I'll go ahead and go back. I was gonna say I'm just gonna throw down a new crafting table, but I think this chest already has quite a bit of the saplings, and it can have flowers too now. All right. 7 apples are moving in. Getting a lot of apples now. Gee, so many saplings. We will take these though, and then we can actually move that there. I don't know why it always like defaults down like that. What is that noise? Oh, I guess it's the pig. Okay. So, what do I want to do here? We need an axe. So, probably ought to make 2. Oh wait, I didn't put the flour in. That was my fault. I was like, I thought I had that slot reserved for my axe. So, here we go. And so much to do. So much to do in so little time is ultimately what it comes down to, you know. Alright, so we'll hurdle that perilous drop there. Well, no, let me come over here and kind of, I don't know, we'll set up shop here in a second, maybe. I don't think we'll need this right away. So let's get iron shovel here. And how do we want to do this? I guess I could start just cutting in somewhere random. What am I doing here? You'll see eventually. It's just only kind of like a temporary little thing, I guess. But alright, so shovel that bad boy. And just for the time being, we want to come in, and I want a stupid crafting table over here. So that's what we're gonna do. It's just more convenient for us, really. That's what it ultimately comes down to. So that'll go right there. And I guess for now we can stop. Let's see here. Where was that tree I was working on? I think it was over here. See all the cool stuff we're getting. Alright, so we'll knock down a little bit more of this guy. He's probably got a lot more, actually. It's coming from this tree. Not that I see it. Just taking these trees down takes so much time. The slash and burn method's probably better, but at the same time, I mean, I want to like totally deforest this area. We'll probably deforest a lot of it, in all honesty, but just not right now. Is that the last piece, maybe that, or is that dirt? I can't tell. I did spend some time. Okay, so we got that. It's so hard to tell sometimes. These big trees, if you got any wood left or not. The birch trees, what's nice about those is just you don't have that same, you know, overlap usually, so they're less likely to be like ginormous with all these offshoots. Felt like that was an arrow, but I guess it was birch. Actually, it is getting kind of dark. So I'm probably going to go to bed just so we don't stand outside in the night. And I would get a little bit done, but not much. So, we'll grab the apples. Alright. Cycle over here. Oh, I need to eat too. I did say at the start of the episode, I hope I remember to do that. And I think I'll do it right as soon as we get inside. Alright, so we'll stick some junk in here and then hopefully be able to sleep. And then get back at it. So, what do we want to unload? Saplings, rotten flesh, flour. And that's good enough for now. Because we really need to get to sleep. So, we'll do that and hopefully I can make some decent progress in the daytime. So stay tuned. God, there's so much I want to do, but it takes so much time, and I feel like if I don't like focus on the towers, you know, you like kind of lose pace there, and then I think, well, if I don't focus on this, we don't have food. Speaking of food, it's kind of a big deal, is it not? So, dadgum. Actually, what am I doing? Alright, let me get this chicken in the mix here. because then we will have an inventory slot. We can just keep the steak. And we're not full yet, so raw pork chop it is. Ah, almost there. We'll let that wear down a little bit before we worry about it. No signs of mobs, for better or worse. So, head back over this direction and see what kind of a mess we can get into today. Fear not, my cattle friends, we have some plans. Actually, well, I guess that table's closer. So, we've got them all right where we want them. Kind of. Let's see here, I guess we'll get this junk, just in case we need it at some point in the future. Alright, so off we go this direction. And... Alright, so... How much birch do we have? 37. I want a birch fence or an oak fence? Maybe the oak would look better. Alright, so we got a lot of planks coming our way. And let's go over here. I think we have the slots for this. So I'm gonna make... Oh, really, we need sticks. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, so I don't really know what exact quantities to go for here. Good grief, man. This is ridiculous. I think maybe 8 would be okay. And then... Oh, I forget we have to have... Seems like that should just be automatic, you know? Alright, so we're doing some good things here, although we filled up our inventory, dang it. Which means... it's time for a chest. I guess we did have a slot. So this guy here is going to come down for the sticks, which are only used in crafting. And Mr. Chest is going to go there. And now we should have... We do have one open slot. So that's where all of our fence is going to go. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, 44. Let's see how far that gets us. Okay. I don't know. We could stop it right here for now. I don't know. Maybe make that be like our natural landmark of sorts. What is that? I guess it doesn't. Well, yeah, it does matter to me. What am I saying? I was gonna say it doesn't matter how far that is, but it does. So we'll clear this thing out. The good news is I've still got the iron shovel in pretty good regards. So done. We'll use the fence here. All right, let me attempt to count this now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there will be 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, fabulous. Let's clear some of this up. Alright. Let me make sure, I guess we can go 10 far over here. See what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me actually see what we can get out of here. I have a feeling that's going to have to go too. So that's kind of why that went. Alright. 6, 7. Nope, that was not supposed to happen. Alright, fill that in. Nothing's going right. Alright, fill that in. Break that. And I think we're at 7. So 8, 9, 10. Alright, there is a 10 on each side, so we technically have 11, because I'm using that as a landmark. And let's see here. I'm actually, this is actually going well, surprisingly. So the question now is how we want to divide it, and the first thing we got to do, I think you can, yeah, okay. I want to replant those, just not right now. So let me go ahead and kind of level this bad boy out. I have a very nice little setup, I think, eventually. And this is one of the things, like, I thought about going for the enchantments first because, you know, most people think of enchantments and they're like, oh yeah, you know, get an awesome sword or do something to your bow. And, in all honesty, what we're doing right now is like the efficiency stuff or unbreaking would be nice. One of those stupid wolves again. We haven't shot our bow in a while. Let's make sure we're not totally rusty. Apparently we are because we're using the wrong buttons. Oh, he moved. Oh, one hit. Let's go grab that XP real quick. And take a look in this direction at our progress. It's kind of weird wolves. You think they might like drop something cool, you know, that you could like use in some potion or spell or something. Kind of be neat, you know. Maybe someday. Alright, anyway, let me try to just extend this, what, maybe 12 over would be good. Let's try to figure out what we'd want to do. I should probably count that, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll stop at 5 just so I have a better chance of remembering that. Let's see here. Torches will replace the saplings. And put it right there. Really? I have to go around to get that. You're kidding me. Okay. So, 16 minutes in, and it's time to dig. I guess we'll just go straight in the line that we have to terminate through. Hopefully they're not like some giant cavern or ravine we're going to wind up in, you know. I didn't even think to check that. But, alright, so we're going to have to fill some of that, I think. Not a big deal. Shouldn't take too long. Plus, it's a source for a little bit more cobble to bring along our building efforts up top. Alright. And the inventory's full. So what do we want to unload? Let's actually go to this one and unload some of these stupid saplings. And we'll come back and grab that dirt because I do actually want it. Especially since we've got stuff we have to fill in. So we'll hike over here to the sapling chest. Alright. We'll get rid of these flowers too. Thought we had another yellow flower. I guess we didn't. Alright. We'll head back over here and grab the dirt and then probably, whoa, come in for the nights. Oh yeah, that's a lot of dirt. Glad I didn't leave that. Okay, so that's kind of taking up shape here. Looks like we do have something in there we need to unload. See if we can find it. There it is. Is that the last piece? Probably not. See one there. Alright, so if we can break that. There might be one more up there. I don't know. I don't think it's quite dark enough to go to bed yet. But this is going to be a pretty nice little area, I think, for our agricultural endeavors. I kind of like it. I guess we should go ahead and get rid of this guy. Or start getting rid of him. Something along those lines. It's going to be one of those big trees again, of course. It'd have to be. And sadly, I'd love to keep playing, but I think I'm going to have to stop literally. Just for the simple fact, the hard drive. It's not maxed out, but I mean, you get to a point, you got like 100 gigabytes left, and everything like starts to slow down really bad. I don't know why. It's almost like, well, what's the point in having that extra space? But it's just been like that with everything I've recorded over the years. So we're probably at like 108 right now. I didn't want to have to pillar up there. Guess we will. Yeah, we can just leave it. But you get the idea. We're almost, this will be actually better timing. I've been going over the 20-minute mark. So this area here is going to be our farm, and it's going to be fantastic. We'll try to grab these and throw them in. Let me actually do this one last thing. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a torch in the corner. And an apple. Bonus. That's why I did that. You know, I knew that was coming. Alright, so pretty cool little deal here. I've had some plans similar to what we've done with that hillside, but we're going to fence in a lot of turf there. I think it'll turn out to be pretty cool. I'll probably eventually actually extend the base too in that direction, but for the time being it'll be exterior only. Hadn't rained in a while when I think about it. I think that's good for now. So we'll hop down here, head inside. I don't know where all the mob action's been. I'm sure maybe it'll come when we go caving. Trying to get those diamonds for our enchanting table or something. Level 19, we could probably get a pretty good pick with that. So anyway, I'm going to go to bed. We'll wake up, and that'll be my stopping point. So, right here, I hate how it turns me facing that wall. But anyway, when we come back, it will be episode 28, I believe, and we're going to be going at it. We will continue on our farming expedition here. Once that's kind of roughed in, I'll probably plan a little bit, maybe bring in a few animals. I'm thinking I'm going to section it off for now, and eventually I'd like to maybe replicate the same area I'm going for, you know, the wheat and then corn. What am I talking about? Carrots, potatoes, and then possibly, you know, a little bit for each livestock, and then we'll probably get some stables once we find horses, things of that nature. But you kind of, I don't know, maybe get an idea for what I'm going for here. But like I said, I'll kind of get this roughed in initially. We'll kind of get a little bit of a food stock built up for us here, and then that will be growing while I go down, and we probably try to get our diamonds for enchantments, which we will then use probably on pickaxes and shovels so we can actually mine quicker and get more cobblestone, because we need that for our massive base apparently. So that said, if you like what you see here, make sure you are subscribed. Tell your friends about it. Encourage them to do the same thing. Hit that like button. It's much appreciated. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. I'm going to get episode 24 editing and then uploading, and then I'm going to go make myself some soup because it's really cold and it's 8 o'clock. I think the Mavericks are playing actually, so that should work out quite nicely. But once again, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this vanilla survival playthrough, and I will catch you back here for episode 28.